morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Thank you for showing up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 100th episode celebration, people. Okay, 100th celebration. Yes, we are celebrating today. Why? Because we reached the 100th episode on the show, and it's pretty awesome, pretty dope. I got a special guest talk about in a second. But guys, you already know what I'm going to ask. You know what I'm going to tell you. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Like, hit, share, subscribe. Let everybody else know. You can find the Miss Finn Show Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. So you can see. So let's go ahead and set that up, guys. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also going to discuss, obviously, our post-game reaction and all of that good stuff. But guys, if you haven't done so already, do me a favor, keep hitting that like button on your way in. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Really do appreciate it. Oh man, what a weekend. We're having so much fun. So again, without further ado, guys, this is Motivation Mondays. Motivation Mondays post-game reaction. We have Week 5 Dolphins 17 versus Jets 40 yesterday with our absolutely special, super awesome goes over here. 305 Sports Babe. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning and happy 100th episode. That's huge.
I know.
Little rock star. Going, little
Thank
rock
you,
star.
thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so happy.
Wow.
Not easy.
That's awesome.
Yes, but we gotta talk about this game. Last night I told people, guys, this is a great game. You know, for a lot of reasons. There's a lot of positives to take away from this game, in my opinion. But
and that's why it's Motivation Monday. After the game finished yesterday, obviously everyone was like down in the dumps. But you look at people like Mostert. Mostert had the game of his life yesterday, and so there was a lot of positives. So I'm glad you did start on that note because there is a lot good to look at in the game.
Absolutely. No, I thought, especially, he was probably one of my biggest highlights. You know, over 100. Yeah. Finally, we crack over 100 underground, which is good. It was working. It was consistent. I wish we would have stayed with it, but we didn't, as per usual, Dolphins thing. But yeah, no, I thought it was actually pretty good. And he wasn't just the only one either. I mean, we saw some other stuff too. But what would you say your overall thoughts were? But before you say that, talk to me about pregame. How was all the pregame stuff? Because I know you were doing like a bunch of stuff.
Well, I didn't go to the game. I was here.
You were here?
Yeah. No.
What? I thought you were with Don't Freaky up there.
No. And I think people are thinking that because our buddy Jen wore white boots and I always wear white boots. So I think people think I was her. No, Mama, I was down here. I was in Miami. It was rainy all day. Got a little cool time before. And no, I stayed down here for the game. I go to 2 away games a year. So I made Baltimore and I'll be in Chicago in about 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
So no, and you think I would because obviously I'm from New Jersey. It just didn't work in the cards this year. The only MetLife takeover I've ever been to was 2011. So I'm very, very, very overdue.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, what did you think before the game started, and then right after the game started?
Yeah, before the game, I'm listening to the commentators, and obviously the big talk is Tua. Even though he's not playing, they said that he didn't travel down with the team. He's not on the IR, and Teddy and the team seemed to be really, really behind Teddy. And they keep going over Teddy's stats and saying how he was, came to be like this, player when other teams needed him. So I'm like, all right, Teddy knows his role. He's been in these situations before where a quarterback's obviously been out. He's time to shine. And so I'm not completely set on Teddy, but I was content. I was like, all right, it's the Jets. We got this. It's Teddy. We still got Tyreek. We still got Waddle. I've fortunately found out Xavier Howard didn't play. So that was a little bummer. But I still felt good. So when the game started, obviously that first play, Teddy Bridgewater, and it did not look like a concussion. Obviously, I don't want to put the medical hat on. That's not me. But it's like, you got to be kidding me. It's like, what the heck?
So I don't know how an elbow injury ended up being a concussion, but, it is.
It's crazy. I even made a comment yesterday. I feel like someone has a voodoo doll of our team and they're just poking and poking. So then first it was Teddy, and then it was Teron Armstead. And I love Teron Armstead. And we know he's a veteran player, and we know he's had issues with his toe, but to see him go out that early, it's like, come on. So going into the game, so kind of drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking we got this. And then the whole thing with Teddy and then Teron just took the life out of me. So it's like, oh.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. It's so funny because I was listening to K Flexen this morning, amazing YouTuber, and I have to agree with what he was saying that this would have never happened if this was Josh Allen or if this was Joe Burrow, if this was Tom Brady, that you go in for one injury and come out with a concussion protocol. I mean, he even said it that Tom Brady would have flipped everything in that locker room for him to be but it's true though. It's because it's the Dolphins, because we made them look bad according to them, and that's why they're being extra. Now they're overcorrecting when they shouldn't have. That first of all, that wasn't a safety.
Agreed. Agreed.
How many times have you seen Pat Mahomes do that? Or Josh Allen or anybody that is not a safety, and you don't know the trajectory of the ball when the guy's getting hit in his hand. So regardless,
I think it was Craycraft. It looked like he was trying to go towards Craycraft. Craycraft was over there, so he had somebody in. Yeah.
But regardless, you don't know where the ball's going to end up being, so it's not intentional grounding. You've seen intentional grounding, and that was in it.
So, and then the two face masks. You know, the first face mask, yes, but the second one, come on, back to back. What?
No, honestly, it's the league's way of punishing the Dolphins. Like they didn't already give us the most, taking away their first round pick when other teams have been caught tampering and they only got a third round taken away and maybe a fourth. You know, we get a first. So it's like they just have it out for us as per usual. I'm not even understanding why we still. It's frustrating that we have to. The Dolphins played against 15 players. Let's be real. Yeah. It was the Dolphins versus 15. It wasn't 11 because we had to go against all the refs. Yeah. And that's the part that was frustrating for me. I don't care about the injuries. Every team goes for it. And last night I was saying that on TFTG. I have zero excuse for this team. Zero excuses. Next man up. So if you're injured, move because we got to get somebody else in there. And to me, where do you assign the most blame? But before you answer that, what did you think of the whole game at the end? And then tell me who would you assign the whole blame?
I mean, at the end of the game, like going into the third, I'm like, all right, we're still in this. Kind of like last week against the Bengals, like we're still in this, you know, the odds are against us, but we still got this. In the fourth, you just ran away with it. They looked more confident. And then you had that player, was it Sauce, did the who was it on the Jets? They started doing the Jalen Waddle, which was so disrespectful.
Reese Hall. And I thought it was disrespect. I'm like, first of all, you can tell you watch our games, sir. And second, you mad because we have a great celebration and you don't have your own. You have to take someone else's.
It's like when he did that, like when he did that, I actually Wikipedia'd him and I'm like, what's his affiliation with the Penguin? And then I realized yo, he's really jocking us. Like he's really doing this right now. And I'm like, that's so tasteless. So I mean, so to answer your question, like towards the third, I'm like, all right, we possibly got this. Maybe Skylar will heat up. Things will start coming our way. Maybe, you know, Sanders might hit some in. And then the fourth came and they just blew it out. And it was like 6 minutes left in the fourth where you just knew that it was going to be over. So who to blame? I mean, there's a lot in my mind, right? Like Sanders, I want to start kind of like, not really top, but I'll start from the bottom. Sanders, our kicker, right? I always regarded him as one of the best kickers in the league next to the guy on the Ravens. I feel like Sanders could be like an Adam Vinatieri, very consistent. But the last two games, he's missed some crucial field goals. And it's like, come on. So Sanders, it's like you have one job, make these field goals. It's so important. So that kind of annoyed me.
Oh, sorry. Michael Carter was the one that did it, apparently. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you, girl. Michael Carter was the one that actually did the Waddle.
The Waddle.
It's ridiculous. But go ahead, continue.
So Sanders is, you know, I really, really, really like Sanders. I have a lot of confidence in him. And just like the last two games, it's been disappointing. You want more from him. And then it's like our defense held us in the first half, you know, like Wilkins had a great play. And we were missing Xavier Howard, but I wanted to see more from like Phillips, and Van Ginkel. And it's like, come on, man. It's like, when is Phillips gonna like really turn up? I feel like he has it in him, and it's like, come on, let's see it. So I'm a little mad at the defense. Yeah, granted they held us in the first half, but it's like, I want to see more from these key players that, really waiting. And then like the play calling, I mean, it is what it is. Like Skylar, I really believe he tried his best. He in preseason everything, he looked great, but preseason's a different beast than regular season. And
Of course.
what really scared me was that if Skylar was to go down, our backup would have been what I think you said Cedric Wilson.
Yep, Cedric
Does
Wilson is
he
the emergency backup.
Because Sinet's not ready to go. I mean, or since something happened with Sinet, because we still.
Oh no, we didn't dress him. That's literally it. We just didn't dress him.
That's what it was. So it's like, so I blame Sanders. I'm a little salty with. I wanted more from Phillips. I wanted more from Van Ginkel. I feel like we should have put more pressure on the quarterback. And then it's like, Tua, I'm not blaming you, but we need you, kid. Like, I'm not saying Teddy couldn't have brought us a victory yesterday. We don't know. We will never know. But it's like Tua would have been the cushion we needed. I mean, we don't know any given Sunday, but it's like Tua, but it's not his fault. He's obviously in concussion protocol, but it's like, come on. And I don't think McDaniel did a bad job play calling. I think, still learning the ropes and everything. So yeah, you want to blame the coaching, but I feel like there's so many other steps that like, just didn't make it happen.
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, just to go with Sanders, oh man, I think it was just very deflating. Very deflating. Had he made that field goal, I think it would have really changed it. We would have been like, the whole team would have been like, okay, we're not doing as bad as we are doing, because clearly we're doing bad.
Yeah.
This was the Dolphins game to lose regardless. No matter what you say, statistically speaking, we are the better team than the Jets, period.
Yeah.
And I went over the stats on Friday. So it was our game to lose. And I said that on Friday too. But the next man up, we didn't show up. That's the sad part. So irregardless of the injuries, irregardless of the fact that X wasn't playing, it doesn't matter, because I'm not giving the Bills any excuse. I'm not giving the Ravens any excuse. I'm not giving the Dolphins any excuse. We did not show up, period. And the Jets, congratulations. You guys took advantage and you got better and you guys won. It is what it is. And anybody that's mad at that, that's your problem, because I don't give my team any excuses, period.
I agree.
Same energy. Same energy.
I'm sure one thing you might have saw is the Bills fans are still chirping. They're like, up, injuries now. And I'm like, you guys beat us with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Von Miller. Like, you beat us with one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. You beat us with like you had some guys out, Jordan Phillips, whatever, but it's like, you beat us with a hell of a squad. Excuse my language. But it's like, but why are they still chirping? We are so in their heads that
we beat them. You mean we beat them?
Yeah.
It's the whole offense was still there. So
exactly. So why are they still chirping at us? It's like, come on. It's like, leave us alone. But with this Jets, when I had you on my show a few weeks ago with the roundabout with the Eagles ladies, and congratulations to the Eagles. Our friends are doing awesome out there. Shout out to them. Jalen Hurts is doing great, and it's as long as they're not. I'm glad they're over there. But I predicted that we would go 4-2 in the AFC. I said, we'll split it with the Bills and we'll split it with the Jets. So, I don't want to say I predicted this one, but I knew that there was going to be a fluke, and I'm hoping this is the only fluke one we have. You think our rest of our schedule? So we have Minnesota next week, then we have Steelers Sunday Night Football, and then is it the Detroit one?
Chicago. No. Detroit, then Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago is what I'm going to. So it's like, those are all, let's be real, very winnable games. Our next big one, obviously, it would be the Bills again. Green Bay would be a concern and stuff like that.
Well, prior to that, we have the San Francisco game.
We have a California trip.
San Francisco, then Chargers, then Bills. So
yeah, we have
that'll be the next really harder part of the schedule, if you will.
We just can't go into this thinking like, all right, it's gonna be easy. Like, I'm just stating the facts, right? Like, these are the teams we're going against. Now, does Tua come back this week? And then Tyreek
he better, in my opinion. There is zero need for him not to be.
So like that, and then Terron Armstead, obviously we need him healthy. Tyreek left in a boot, that's concerning. So it's like, We really, 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 really need a healthy team. And I don't care if it's a healthy team against the best team in the league, against the worst team in the league. For us to be our best, we need a full healthy team. We can't just pick and choose and try to scrape it together. I know our potential, you know our potential, and it's our potential when we're the healthiest. And until we, get all the pieces together, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a battle against anybody.
I agree. But you know what? Again, still no. I have to keep it the same.
Yeah.
Mm, it is what it is. This is a
Yeah.
professional team. They're all professional teams. You get injuries, we get injuries, like
Yeah.
other teams get injuries. So no excuses. The
Yeah.
Dolphins did not show up. Period. I
Agreed.
personally have to assign the most blame to Mike McDaniel, and I said this last week after the Bengals game. The one thing, keys to victory and things that I just taking a look at it, he needs to prepare both quarterbacks
Yeah.
equally, and clearly he didn't.
I like that. Yeah.
Somebody last night said on TFTG that it looked like Skyler was running um, Teddy's game plan, like they only game
Mm-hmm.
plan for Teddy, and then he got stuck doing that game plan. That's why it just didn't work. And
Yeah.
to me, that was one of my main things. And I said, if he wants to be successful, we already know Tua's not going to play. You have to get both QBs ready equally.
I
And
like that.
clearly, he didn't, in my opinion. And I have to blame him. Period. Because the buck stops there because
Yeah.
he's a head coach. You have a rookie. I'm not gonna blame Skyler for being a rookie because he just got drafted in the seventh round. It is what
Yeah.
it is. Could he have done better? Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm not. I'm not. He's still not getting anything, but he should have. At the end of the day, McDaniel needed to prepare both QBs, and he didn't, and it showed. And then he didn't make the adjustments either. So it is what it is. It is
I like
like
it.
he didn't make the adjustments. He didn't. So there's no excuses whatsoever. Absolutely no excuses. Mike McDaniel dropped the ball. It happens. Let's keep it moving. I mean, there's just nothing else we can do.
I
I don't
agree.
know.
New week coming up, let's prepare for this game and put it behind us and just keep chugging forward. That's all we can do, right? There's no reason to look at the past, and we're still okay. We're still okay, right? Like,
You think Tua's gonna be playing, or you think it's gonna be Skyler?
because it can't be Teddy, right?
I don't know with this new protocol. That's the thing. And then the whole elbow. It was clearly an elbow hit.
Yeah.
Nowhere in his head was hit. It didn't
They
even hit
said
the
he
floor.
stumbled coming up, but anywhere you get hit, if you feel pain, you may stumble coming up. You hurt your
Yeah,
hip coming up, you may stumble coming up. So we
he
have to
got
just
hit in the
trust.
ribs.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
So
understanding that.
we don't know. I don't think we're gonna know who our quarterback is on Sunday, probably until like maybe Friday.
That's ridiculous. Because guess what? Josh Allen got hit. He literally did this that same
Like a
day.
dog.
And then still went right back to the same play. He didn't even come out for no protocol or nothing. So they just don't like the Dolphins. Period. They're just mad at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Like they've never liked or given us any respect. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, to me, Matt McDaniel, sir, you dropped the ball, not prepping your team with extra time. That's the part that pisses me off. If this
Yeah,
is just
because
a regular short
yeah.
week, like a regular week, maybe okay, fine. This
Yeah.
he had extra time and he didn't do it, and that's my frustration with him. But it is what it is. But any last thing you got? I know you got to go. So give us your overall. What would you grade this? What would you grade Skyler for being his first game out, and what would
Yeah.
you grade the whole team overall in this performance?
Man, it's disappointing, right? Anytime you lose against a division rival, it's like,
Hmm.
shoot. And you feel like the Jets rival. I mean, people say the Bills rival is live, the Jets rivals is live, the Patriots, it's all live, right? It's all equal to me. It's all like the tension. I would say all in all, I would say a team effort is probably like a C. But I would give people like Mostert like an A minus. So it's like, you if you're a teacher, you say, okay, the class average was an 80, but then people are above that 80, people are below that 80. So you have people above that 80. You have like a Mostert who did fantastic. But then you have people like a Sanders who it's like, come on, who's like that 70. So I'd say a C. In regards to Skyler, I mean, it's hard to judge him based on one game. He's a rookie, like you said, 7th round. I think he tried his best. He was nervous. Big crowd,
Yeah, it was
MetLife.
so adorable too. I mean, he was
I
trying. You could tell he was nervous, but I give him props
yeah.
that he still was trying to call the audibles and call
Yeah.
plays and change plays right at the line, which is something that I love that he was able to do. But obviously, it didn't click because he didn't have enough first team reps. It
I would
happened,
say he
but
did okay, right? He didn't crap himself, right? Like he did okay. He tried his best. So I would also say a C as well, given what he had to work with, given the prep he probably had. He didn't really you can't go into that mindset think I'm not going to play. So, obviously he has to think I'm going to play, but probably not that early after one play. So it's
nobody
like,
figured the second play of
yeah.
the entire. Like, come on.
So I would say C all in all. Like I said, you had some players below the C, you had some people above the C, but just a fair shot. I mean, given what we had, it was okay. So not impressed, not totally PO'd, but just like I'm me today, right? It's like me.
I don't know. This is I don't like that it's a double whammy. Had it been any other team, it wouldn't have been as bad. But because it's a divisional game, it's
Yeah.
divisional and conference. That's a double whammy. Last question because I know you gotta go. This is I said we gotta evaluate after the first 5 games. So give me what your team evaluation is up to the first 5 games.
Ooh, that's good. I would say
Are we in
I
the
would
right
say
direction? Do you think we can overcome? Is this the end of the season?
no,
What do
no,
you think
no,
of
no.
Tua? In
No,
5 weeks, what you know?
yeah, no, I'll get this piece of hair on the side of my head popping up too. No, I think we're okay, right? Like I said before, I predicted a loss against the Jets. I predicted a loss against the Bill. I said we're gonna go 4-2 in our division. So I'm okay, right? I think a lot of the rest of our season will depend on Tua. Obviously, we see the importance of him in our offense and our team as a whole. So I really think that it's gonna be depending on his health and how much playing time he gets for the rest of the season. Well, that will really determine the rest of our schedule and our wins and our losses. So I'd say the first half I would give us a B. I think we did good. Right? I think we did good. I don't think we did excellent. I think there's been excellent times, but I think we did good. So again, I think moving forward, a lot of it is going to depend on a strong defense, a strong offensive line protecting him like it's your mother, like it's the egg. We need,
Seriously.
obviously our offensive line knows their role, but they need to know it like, hey, if this guy gets hit, they're looking at him underneath a microscope. Like, we need the offensive line to be strong. Like seriously, like they're like, did his finger, like, did he blink the wrong way?
Exactly.
So defense, offensive line, and of course the state of Tua. I think that's the keys moving forward. I mean, Waddle's potential, we know Tyreek's potential, we know Chase Edmonds is going to be used, Rashid Mostert. Like, we know, like, we have other weapons and stuff that are being used, and I like that, like our running backs. But it really comes down to our quarterback, it's how Tua is going to be played, our defense and our offensive line protecting them.
Love it, love it. Let everybody else know where they can find you because you know you're way too important for this community. Go
Oh,
ahead.
stop the madness. First of all, if you guys haven't heard, Miss Phins, it's our 100th episode. So give her the double likes, the double shares, give her everything.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing milestone. And we love what you do for our community. So on behalf of all of us, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys know me, 305SportsBabe on Twitter, Instagram, got the website, www.305sportsbabe.com. Everything travel to South Florida. I have my own show, Bad Calls, Balls, and Brawls, on Wednesday nights, focusing on Miami Dolphins and Miami Heat. Woo woo! Starts next week. Can't wait. So definitely give your girl, Miss Phins, or that way. Where are you at? That way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those shirts in Disney. Oh my
Wait, this way, yeah.
Right. Definitely give your girl Miss Phins a like and follow, subscribe. She's top notch, and always like chatting with her Monday morning. It's a great way to start my week.
I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll catch you later, and I
See you
appreciate
Sunday.
it. See you Sunday. Oh yes, I'm there. See you Sunday.
I'm there too. I'll see you there, Mama.
Bye. Yeah, bye. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Motivation Monday post game reaction with our special guest, 305 Sports Babe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, listen, that was awesome. Shout out to 305 Sports Babe. If you guys haven't caught her show already, you need to. Bad Call, Balls, and Brawls, okay? First of all, the name alone, amazing. Love that name. So definitely catch her, subscribe to her channel. Check out her website if you're not locally here from Florida, or even if you are. She's got great, 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 great things for you guys that you can do while you're here, to have a lot of fun and honestly just really enjoy your time while you're here for the Dolphins game, guys. But yes, as she said, we are celebrating, guys, our 100th The Miss Finn Show episode celebration, guys. Absolutely, man. It's just I have to say, hey, I told you guys, this is a great day today. 100 episodes, super milestone, super happy and excited. Um, and honestly, just want to say thank you to all you guys, because that's why you see the special colors and not the aqua at the end, because you guys are awesome. This show is for you guys. I mean, it's all about the Dolphins, obviously. We love it out here, guys, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, because literally, if it isn't for you guys, there is no Miss Finn show, and we've made it to our 100th episode, and that was awesome, and you guys are the best. Honestly, at the end of the day, guys, you guys make it worthwhile. You guys make it, you know, you guys are the reason why I do this. And you guys keep supporting, keep sharing, keep liking, and that alone just makes it so much better, guys. We got over 40 people in here, 21 likes. Let's go ahead and get the like button, people. Let's hit the like button. Let's make sure that we let everybody else know that we are live and we're enjoying ourselves, and we're having a lot of fun, guys. At the end of the day, this is what we're here for. Um, if you haven't done so already, like, share, subscribe. It is what it is, and this is what we're here for. So I just want to thank everybody for being here with me, because this is a lot of fun, and you guys keep it fun, and that's why I keep doing it for you guys. So like, share, subscribe. You already know you can find Miss Phins here each and every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. So go ahead and keep liking that. And honestly, hey, that's why it's Motivation Monday, guys. We're not always gonna win. We know this. I mean, we could have dared to dream, and hopefully that we could have been like, you know, undefeated. But it's okay. We don't have to be undefeated as long as we win. You know what I mean? But guys, keep hitting that like button. Let everybody else know we're celebrating the 100th celebration. So, guys, look, this is what we're here for. This is the Jets Week 5, Dolphins Week 5 post game recap. So let me go ahead and get y'all what you guys are doing. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead, like I always do, say hello to everybody in here. It's kind of hard because there's like 100 million thousands of you guys in here. So thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Keep hitting that like button. We got to get to 50 likes, guys, and we're 30 likes away. So let's go. Is Miami home next week? Ronald Ringler, yes. Miami is home next week versus the Vikings. Plus, guys, I have information for Fan Club Weekend. It is going, if you're local or if you're on your way to Miami here for the Vikings game, which is Sunday, October 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern. It is Fan Club Weekend. Miss Phins, what's Fan Club Weekend? Great question, guys. Essentially, it's something that North Cal, Mark from North Cal, he sets up pretty much every year, and with that, everybody shows up. It's pretty awesome. Like, the biggest thing is Saturday night before at Bow Campers in Fort Lauderdale. Huge, and I mean huge event. I'm talking like almost maybe even 500 Dolphins fans go there. It's live. I think Stephen D does a live show. I know he did it last year. I think he's doing it again this year. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you guys haven't done it, you have to come through. I think it's at 7 if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, it's Boat Campers in Fort Lauderdale. So much fun. You guys have to show up. It's a lot of fun. So go ahead and do so, because you're going to have a lot of fun there for sure. Elder Bruce, welcome. Good morning. Ronald, welcome. Delusional Pictures fan, welcome. No, sir. No excuses. It is what it is. 3 times. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, the Super Bowl will always have, will always be a possibility for the Dolphins. Michael K, good morning. Lance, good morning. Michelle, welcome. Good morning. Let's see here. Chef Jew, welcome. Good morning. Yay. Yes, please hit that like button, guys. Keep hitting the like button. Keep hitting the like button. Big Slink, I'm pretty sure I beat you in fantasy. Yeah, I did. What's up? Come for me, sir. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Uh, let's see here. Who do we have here? Okay. Ray Love, welcome. Good morning. AJ G, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Who else we got? AKA Hobbs. Welcome. Good morning. I think I saw. Yes, I did. That's what I heard. I saw. I'm just looking for names, guys. G, welcome. Welcome, G. Jeremiah, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Miami Kid. Let's see here. To the Newfoundland, welcome. Canes, 1989, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Curtis, welcome. Lance, I think I said Lance already. Welcome. Welcome. Scotty, welcome. Ray Love, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Da, da, da. Who else we got here? Bowleg, welcome. Mind Over Matter, welcome, welcome. Cruz Ruiz, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Da, 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 da. Shake Money, welcome, welcome. Adam S, welcome, buddy, welcome. Let's see here. Da, da, da. Who else? Who else? Man, you guys have been very active this morning. Love it, love it, love it. I have no idea what y'all are talking about, but it's okay. I'm assuming it's about the Dolphins. Mudbone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Green Rat, welcome. Da, da, da. Who else? I think that's every new body. Is that every new body? No, I saw Michelle already. Cat for Life, welcome, welcome. Blake. Yeah, Blake, I haven't seen you. Hey, Blake, welcome, Blake. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Uh, who else? Mike C. Welcome, welcome. See, there's a few people trickling in here. No. Six Ring Chicks Perks. Uh, thank you for loving my channel. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da. Who else we got here? I know there are a couple of new people. Come on. It's a lot of messages I had to go through. So, I think I'm caught up. Yes, I'm caught up. Whew. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just really wanted to go ahead and say hello. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, Six Ring. Appreciate you. Thank you, Chef Jew. I know 100 episodes, man. It's not without you guys, honestly. I'll keep liking and subscribing, guys, because we only got 25 likes. So let's go ahead and get it to 40 likes. Uh, so let me break down the actual game here for you guys. Get you some stats and things like that. Why? Because that's the whole point of doing this, guys. At the end of the day, guys, the end of the score, it was Miami Dolphins 17, the New Jersey Jets 40. Congratulations, New Jersey. You guys definitely won. Yeah. Where did they get managed and where did do your job? You did your job. It is what it is. Let's see here. So first quarter, as far as the game, what is it called again? It's a game. What is y'all? Is it? No, there it is. I think this was it. Hold on, guys. Can we get it right? Wait, there's no way, Big Slick, you beat me. No, there's no way you beat me in fantasy. I know I was beating you. Don't tell me that. I know I was beating you in fantasy. Don't tell me I lost. I'm gonna be real mad if I lost. Ha! I didn't lose. No, wait, wrong fantasy. Wait. Uh, Wow. I can't believe this. I lost. Wow. I didn't just lose. I lost real. Wait a minute. I still got Darren Waller. He could score 89 points. Unless he has a game of his life, I had nobody. Thank you, Jared Goff, for being absolutely useless. You're getting benched for the rest of the season, and I'm going to have to go find a backup quarterback. Because clearly not even Kyler Murray is going to be good enough. This is fabulous. Yeah. Fine, Bix, like you won. You won. So frustrating. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Besides the fact that, you know, I lost. Congratulations. See, I can admit when I lost this one league, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, the drive of the day, it was obviously Dolphins got that safety. Unreal. A one play safety. That well, first of all, Jets started out because we deferred 4 plays, they punted. Then one play, we got the safety that wasn't a safety that any other quarterback wouldn't have gotten as a safety. But because we're the Dolphins, it is what it is. Then they got 4 plays in after that. Their next drive to punt. Our next drive, we did 5 plays. We punted. Then their next drive, they go ahead and do 7 plays, field goal, making it 0-5 in the first quarter so far. Our next drive, we went 3 plays, 8 yards, punted. Then they went 2 plays, 80 yards, and scored a touchdown. So yeah, that wasn't pretty. That was the second quarter. Then what is it? Sorry, excuse me. Give me a second here. Yeah. Then we go 8 plays, scored a touchdown, 75 yards. Then they go 3 plays, they did a punt. We did 2 plays, got the interception. Then they went 9 plays, scored a touchdown. Um, then we went 9 plays, scored another touchdown. And at the end of the half, they did 1 play, and then they just knelt because it was like 4 seconds. So it was like no need for them to continue. Nobody wants to get hurt. So what's up, the Phins tailgate, El Capitan? Everybody, check them out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you coming through. Listen, we're celebrating the 100th episode of the show today. If you guys didn't know, yes, yes, yes. 100th episode celebration, guys, of the Miss Finn show. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody showing up. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. And as you guys already know, we're doing the post game recap. Let's see here. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Now, that was the first half. We ended the half with what? 14-19. Okay, not bad. Then in the second half, we go 11 plays. We kick the field goal, making it 17-19. Finally scored in the third quarter, thankfully. They went 6 plays, turned it over on downs. Their next drive, we picked it up, 3 plays and punted, 3 and out. Then they went 6 plays, punted. Then we went 6 plays and missed the field goal. And realistically speaking, that's probably where you can say that the game really just got out of control. It just got deflated after that, honestly. That's really it, in my opinion. That missing that field goal, it was just like the last straw for the Dolphins, where it's like nothing can go right. And yep, that was pretty much it, in my opinion. I mean, had we scored in that, what would it have been? We scored that field goal. At that point, it would have been 2019, like 20 Dolphins, Jets 19. Um, then I think it would have been a little bit different. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Then after that, in the fourth quarter, they just because they didn't do anything in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, we just kind of gave up. I mean, if you look at what happened, clearly, apparently every starter got taken off, and only every backup was put back. Which to me, I don't know why you would do that, but it is what it is. Um, so yeah, mixing that. I feel like that's where the camel's back was snapped and broken right there for the Dolphins. The Jets, their next drive, they went 7 plays. They scored a touchdown, 56 yards. Then we had a one-play fumble. Then they had a one-play touchdown, obviously, because the fumble was like at the 5 yard line, or I don't even know what. It was like really close. They really had like no need. Yeah, it was at the 5 yard line. So then they score. They go up 33 to 17. Then we go 4 plays, turn it over on downs. Then they first of all, and I think that's the one. Yeah, let me check this one because I think that's the one where. Yeah, I think that's that 4 plays where we turned it over on downs. I think that's the one, or maybe I'm getting it confused with a different one where it was 4th and inches, and we decided to do some other, I don't know, end around that just made no sense whatsoever. When it was inches, it wasn't like 6 inches. It was like an inch and a half. Pile drive. That's all I gotta say. Pile drive, because last time I checked, even our rookie Skylar Thompson is 6 something, 2 something. So yeah, he's 6'2", 217 pounds. Pile drive it, and let's get that first down. Or maybe I'm getting confused if it's not that one. To be honest with you, at this point, it is what it is. Let's see here. So yeah, I think that's the one. If not, yeah, it's not really it. Guys, as a public service announcement, guys, which you guys should already know, you guys definitely, please keep it cordial, people. That's all I ask. Just keep it cordial, because at the end of the day, this is a family friendly show. Kids do watch this show. They watch the replay and they read the comments as well. So please do me a favor. Keep it cordial. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. And in the very last couple of plays, then they scored. After that, we after we turn it over on down, they do 5 plays, scored another touchdown. They went 40-17. Then we got it last. We did 9 plays, turned it over on downs again, and then they did 2 plays to end the game. Snelt, really. And that's it. It was 40-17, which actually is kind of hilarious, because I did say it would be a 40 burger, but I said the Dolphins were going to do the 40 burger. Nope, I was wrong. Jets actually got it, which, interestingly enough, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part that probably hurts the most when it comes to the Jets, because it's still the Jets. It is what it is. They're stepchildren to the Dolphins. This is the first win in over 12 games. They went 0-12 and with the AFC East, and we again gave them the first game, which is this has to be our Jaguars game from last time. Jaguars went 0-20, and we gave them the first win last year. So this is our Jaguars game, in my opinion. At least we got it out of the way early. I'm not liking that it was a divisional game, for being honest, but it is what it is. Yeah, this definitely has to be our Jaguars game. There's way too many similarities. What else? What else? I would say last game versus the Bengals was probably similar to our Atlanta game. You know what I mean? So thankfully we got those out of the way. Let's not repeat those. Good morning, Ryan and P. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Um, yeah, Miami kid. I know they are. I did it twice, and this is why I don't do it. And both times I did it, yeah, uh, I got it wrong. But hey, listen, I'm a fan. Let me be a fangirl. You know what I mean? But I get it, Miami kid. Um, let's see here. What else? What else? So yeah, so they finally get a win against the AFC East, which is frustrating, and of course we're the ones that gave it to them. They should have been versus the Patriots, but whatever. It is what it is. Then, guys, I don't know if you know this, but that is the first 40 burger the Jets do in 63 games. Let me add that to you guys. This is that's the one thing that pisses me off. Whatever, we lost to the Jets. It's a divisional game. The Jets are to the Miami Dolphins like what the Milwaukee Bucks have always been to the Miami Heat. And this is prior to Giannis. If you know about basketball, and if you know about the Heat basketball, you know anytime the Miami Heat played against the Milwaukee Bucks, you could have thought it was Game 7 in the finals for the like for the championship. Every time we played the Bucks, I don't understand why. They just always had it against us. But every time the Heat played against the Bucks, prior to Giannis, it's always they're playing us like that's like the one game they can hold their hat on, playing and beating the Heat. And guess what? We pretty much split with the Bucks almost every time. So yeah, that's the one thing that I didn't like. And then the 40 burger part, I mean, get it, pile on. You know what I mean? If that was me, I would have wanted to pile on too. But the 63 games, them not doing that, that's the part where I'm like, of course. So that's why I say this is our dad's game, people. We're fine. Listen. Let me now. I feel like now after that we have, and I'm gonna go over this tomorrow because I can't go over it. I told you guys I need to see the first 5 weeks so I can give you a healthy evaluation of this team, of Tua, all of that good stuff. So now tomorrow I'm gonna work on it. Now that the game's over, and I'm gonna go over really my evaluation. You could call it the quarterly evaluation. Fine, it is what it is. We'll discuss that tomorrow because ain't no till Tuesday. I'm still gonna discuss media availability, obviously, like we do every Tuesday. But as far as ain't no mercy in war, exactly. G, ain't no mercy. We got uh. You know what I mean? Like it happens. It happens. And you know what? I'm here to take it in the chin. Not really. Don't touch my face. Don't ever come for my face. And if you do, you're not gonna like it. That's all I gotta say. So, but yeah, we lost, people. Get over it. Zero excuse. Don't. If somebody wants to come up here and start talking about injuries, I'm shutting you down. I'm blocking you. That's what I'm trying to say. Anybody that mentions injuries, I'm blocking you. So stop. I'm not giving the Bills a pass. I'm not giving the Ravens a pass. I'm not giving anybody a pass. The Dolphins lost this game, period. It is what it is. Like it or not, we lost. Jets, congratulations. Solid win. And solid piling on. It is what it is. Okay? Now, let me see here. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna give you my quarterly 5 weeks evaluation of the team and Tua, because Tua gets evaluated in this game too for not being in. So yes, people, No, I'm Ray Love. I'm not really blocking people. I've never blocked anybody. But to be honest with you, I don't even know how to block people. I'm just being like extra with it. That's all. Um, Clearly, because y'all keep talking about injuries, and no, I'm not gonna give the Dolphins any excuses. No excuses. Professional team, we lost. Keep it moving. But yeah, I'm just being super. I'm not. I don't even know how to block people, so that'd be really hard for me to do. uh, but anywho, now we just have to keep moving forward. The game is over. Let me see. There was something else, and I gotta evaluate him because he did what he did. He had a 29.2 QBR. Lady, I'm talking here. Jeez. 29.2 QBR, 57.6 completion percentage, 166 yards, no touchdown. He had 19 completions out of 33 attempts. His longest was 30. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, um, this goes down as a Teddy loss because Teddy wasn't there, and again, he started the game. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it. But what was I gonna say? With Skyler, I mean, what can you say? Rookie, seventh round. I knew at some point I was expecting him to come through the like second half. You know what I mean? If Teddy wasn't really moving the ball and things like that, and we were like not looking good, that's when I really had thought he was gonna end up playing. I think the shock of the second play of the game kind of just rocked everybody. You know what I mean? And because of dude, I'm literally in the middle of talking here. Come on. Because of that, I think that's probably what rocked him a little bit. And hey, it's his first game. You know what? Congratulations. You got your first game jitters. I'm really proud of you, Skyler, for taking it on. You know what I mean? Way to take it on. The onus is on you. I'm not just blaming. I blame. What is this? What is this? What is this? Now, I will say that one play, though, has to be the highlight. That one play of Skyler faking like audible, and we get the touch. Yo, hands down, the best play call all game. If you didn't like that play, to me, watch other teams put that in there. Watch other teams because that was the sexiest play all game. I'm telling you guys, there was some good stuff in this game. There was some good stuff in this game, and so I don't want to focus on the bad stuff. Yes, we could have done better. I get it, but man, oh man, that play alone, the sexiest play I've seen, period. Like, absolutely seen. To me, I was like, whoa, what is up here? Guys, I got another special guest for you guys. Finally, he woke up. So let me go ahead and bring him in. Mr. Caller, come. How you doing, buddy?
Oh,
Talk to
pretty
us.
good. Good morning, Miss Phins. How you doing?
Good morning. Hey, listen, I'm super happy. Why? Because it's our 100th The Misfit Show celebration.
That's what I heard. That's what I
Yeah.
heard. 100
Absolutely.
episodes, huh?
A hundred
Wow.
episode of the show. Really happy. Really blessed. You literally told me you just woke up.
Oh yeah, I did. It's
Thanks.
been a long night.
I'm sure it has been. I'm sure after y'all were up last night, y'all kept talking. I'm sure,
And a
but
long day.
definitely, celebrating. But talking about the recap, so I'm gonna give you also the same thing. So tell me, thank you, Daddy Dean, appreciate it, and welcome to the show. I gotta ask you some of the same things because I had 305 Sports Babe. Come on, Bleezy, what's up? Good morning. Come on earlier. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. So right prior to the game, what did you think of the game? And then right after the game happened, the first 5 plays for us. What did you think?
You don't want to know.
I do. Just keep it PG.
This early in the morning, I might just give you my fresh out of woke up on the wrong side of the bed take. I mean, I thought we were doing fine, really. I thought that we it looked to me like everything was fine. It looked to me like, Teddy's replacement was perfectly fine. I'm not gonna get into the all the aspects about the Teddy quote unquote injury.
It was an elbow injury that they elevated to somehow concussion.
Yeah, but I don't think that I didn't foresee any issues until, obviously we decided that we're gonna. I just look at it like there's a lot of things we could have done that I don't think we were, or that we did do, that we weren't really in the position to be trying at that point of the game, and those things didn't work out for us, and it ended up snowballing at the end there to, quite a lot of points put on us.
Yeah, that was the very end. At that point, it was just given. I think that the nail, which I said it earlier, the camel's back was broken when we missed that field goal. You know what I mean? Once we missed that field goal, I feel like Jets fans were like, "Oh man, that's it. It's over. We're losing this game." Had we made, you know what I mean? But,
well, because at that point, the Saleh probably thought, well, I can trust my defense now. So,
yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you this: there was still some good stuff in this game. I'm glad that Skyler got the opportunity to get his the jitters, the first game jitters. Congratulations and welcome to the NFL, sir. But I was just talking right before you came on. That trick play for the touchdown, to me, was the play of the game.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
And it was play of the weekend. You can't tell me there was a better play than that play right there. Out of all the plays, I don't care. I watch most of the games. Not one of those plays was as sexy as that one. Man, the fake, man, I was like, man, I was like, wait, what just happened? Because I didn't even know it was a touchdown. Because I didn't even realize they snapped the ball. I really thought he was still audible. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm telling you, that was the play of the whole week. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Man, that was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That had to have been the best play. Like literally nobody was thinking, oh, they're gonna snap the ball right now. What a play. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And to be honest with you, hey, that was very exciting. Watch a lot of teams do that now. Watch a lot of teams do that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and it's kind of take advantage of a little bit of a loophole because the quarterback gets away with a lot of that pre-snap movement because they're the quarterback. So when the tight end ran up under the center, well, isn't he the quarterback now? Why is the other guy? That would be like the running back standing back there doing all that. Technically, that should be a false start. But because it's still the quarterback, they're allowed to do it. And it is kind of like taking advantage of a loophole. That's something Bill Belichick would do. He'd craft a play where it's like, there's no real rule on this. So I'm going to go ahead.
You think they'll make it a rule? Because I thought it was genius. They better not.
Maybe because we did it, they might make it a rule now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not allowed to have no fun.
Exactly. But man, oh man, oh man, what a gorgeous play. I'm telling you, that was the best play. Newfoundland says Chiefs already did it. Oh, okay, cool. I get it. Look.
Oh yeah, I can picture Mahomes. That's right. I think I remember that.
Mahomes doing it.
I his arms around. Yeah.
It was the first time I've ever seen something like that, and man, it was gorgeous, gorgeous. Completely faked everybody. Because not even the cameraman was ready for that. Like that's all it was. Like,
yeah, and of course now you have more Bills fans doing victory laps than Jets fans are.
Why?
which is kind of funny, just because they cared more about us losing than the Jets fans did.
Oh yeah, but that's rivalry between the divisions. You know what I mean? Like I'm always gonna root against the Bills, the Jets, and the Patriots. Like that's it is what it is.
Sure.
But man, that was what a play! What a play! That to me is my favorite play. Period. My favorite play. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, cool. So tell me overall, as far as your first 5 weeks. I know this might be wrecking your brain a little. First 5 weeks. What did
Well,
you think?
despite the loss, this is probably a answer you're going to get a lot from different people. Is despite the last two losses, we're still exactly where we wanted to be at this juncture, at least above 500. The sky ain't falling. We just got to we had our third string quarterback in, and I know there was a lot of high expectations, even put out by myself. To me, for my own personal expectations, Skyler met every one of them, because I'm not one of those that really expected. I thought, oh yeah, he's got the goods, but come on, do you really? Everybody knows that I advocated for starting Teddy, and at this point, I'm still indifferent. But it's like, I don't want to get in a situation again where only one of our quarterbacks can do anything all day because that's all we spent time on in practice.
You guys actually had a good morning, Von Joe. Welcome. You guys had a great point last night that it looks like this offense is predicated for only one player, Tua, which I thought it was very interesting. When y'all said that last night on TFTG. But to be honest with you, somebody else brought it up. This is supposed to be a quarterback friendly offense. Do you think that McDaniel, because this is where I really assign most of the blame, and I think I said it last night, it's got to be McDaniel not prepping with extra time as far as prepping both quarterbacks, which I did say this after the Bengals game. You got 10 days, prep both QBs equally. Nah, Miss Phins, what do you mean? You don't know if they did or didn't. You can tell based on the play calling that they didn't. But what do you think as far as what would you grade McDaniel?
For yesterday alone or for the first 5 weeks?
Give me yesterday and then give me the first 5 weeks.
Yesterday is a complete D-, in my opinion.
Yep. Okay. And then for the 5 weeks?
B+.
B+, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
For a rookie head coach, that's a pretty dang high.
I know. That's why I'm like, so
grade
what,
in my,
So
but it was like he was like, even if we don't win yesterday, if certain things don't play out the way they did yesterday, he might have got an A- from me. But that was brutal yesterday, Mike. You had a bad day. Everybody did. I mean, I'm not just blaming it on him. The whole team had a bad day, but ultimately the team had a bad day because the whole team wasn't prepared to play yesterday. And that is on the coach. Sorry. It's where it goes. There's nobody else to put it on. The players, yeah, but
yeah, players get paid too.
Yeah, I know that, and everybody knows I'm a big. I say it a lot. At some point, the players have to play, but again, you have just to point out one example, and I understand we're trying to make something happen and all that, but you've got a $30 million wide receiver throwing the ball backwards, attempting to throw the ball backwards back to your quarterback.
Did you see a lot of gimmicky plays, you think?
But it's just that situationally, with all of the talent and speed and all of that we got on our roster, I don't think it's necessary to utilize your $30 million wide receiver that way. Because look, he picked up almost 10 yards on the play. And all that running around he did on that play, I'd like to see the next gen stats on how many yards Tyreek ran. If he
would have gone vertical, I think we would have probably gotten a first down in that play.
I mean, why are we doing all this, people? Why? We can line up and smack them in the mouth. We proved it. We did it. We ran the ball all over them. I just don't understand. Yeah, I know it's part of his scheme. Brilliant if it works. But again, why are we doing that when we're not that team? Like, we've got to put points on the board before we can be that team.
Agree, because I think are we putting the cart before the horse?
This is precisely why everybody makes fun of us as a team. Like, look at them trying to do that nonsense. Like we're I don't know.
Well, basically makes a good point. This is why I wanted to ask you, because he said, Miss Finn, Skylar seems like he didn't know the playbook at times. It showed. I don't know if he didn't know the playbook because he was calling out of plays. I think he actually did know the playbook. It might have been a miscommunication of not having enough experience with the first team players. That where I see the disconnect. I don't know. What do you think with that?
Yeah, I would say continuity. Like, sure. Like, it's a different
timing
quarterback
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, obviously we were in the game all the way till the end. That's my point. We go from
literally till the
why
end.
Were we in the game though? Because we were doing something that finally was working.
Running the ball.
And we stopped doing that for some reason. And we decided on a couple different plays that we're going to do all this other stuff besides get the first down and get the lead.
Yeah, we should have gotten the lead on that one.
You know, again, everybody thinks that I'm against all this stuff, and I'm not. This is all stuff you do when you're ready to stick your foot on the neck of the opponent when you're already up a score or two. You don't. It just is what it is. It's hard because, everybody wants to see that stuff work, and they know if it does, it'll look great and brilliant and all that. But we're not that team.
Yes.
When have we ever proven that we're there yet like that?
I can see your point in that one, but maybe we got a little too excited, maybe a little too excited too quickly.
Yeah, and that's precisely why our opponent is using our own wide receivers touchdown dance.
That was very good.
That's what Michael Carter was trying to tell us, guys. I hope you know that. You are not this team. You need to be thinking about other things besides this.
Plus, too, he's just hating because he doesn't have a good touchdown dance. That's all it is.
Really. Yeah, that's probably sure.
If we're being honest, he's hating because he doesn't have a good touchdown dance. So now that finally, hey, look, this is their Super Bowl.
And what else is he saying there? That's our whole game. Is that what he's saying?
No, probably saying that he didn't even show up. Probably.
Well, yeah.
But is it really showing up, or is just really not being part of the game plan? Again, this is where I'm like, it just felt force-fed to Tyreek, in my opinion. That's, you know what I mean? It felt force-fed to Tyreek.
It always does, and it's always going to feel that way.
But this is the thing. We have so many players. We actually have playmakers.
He only had 7 receptions yesterday.
Which you would think he'd have like 120 yards with 7 receptions, because that's pretty much what he's averaging when he gets up there, in receptions. But yeah, I'm not understanding. And I go back to what I said last night. It's just McDaniel not knowing the players he has. Tanner Conner, in my opinion, should have never been out there. In my opinion,
that was where I was getting at too, is personnel decisions.
That right there, and this is why I give him the most.
Well, two plays before that missed field goal was a dropped football from Tanner Conner right across the middle.
Which and this is a part that pisses me off. At the very end, now they want to put Gesicki in the middle, and I'm like, guys, you this is not game prepping for your opponent, because I forgot who said it last night, and I've seen this before. Just for giving up the middle all game long, and giving up the middle to tight ends specifically.
Yep.
And I'm like, you literally have one of the top 5 pass catching tight ends in the league. He doesn't even need to know play. Just tell him run this route and he'll do it. Like, It's that simple. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And in the middle was wide open the entire game. The entire game.
And at the
The
same
entire game.
time,
I'm
at the
still not
same
understanding
time,
why we didn't use them.
at the same time, people are going to say, well, you got to just see what you got and this and that. But again, situational. Why are we doing that when we don't even have the lead yet?
And not even just that.
In a crucial situation of a crucial game. Like, seriously, we're testing out what we got in our rookie tight end at that point?
It's a double whammy game.
You've got to be kidding me.
Double
that is saying to us.
Actually, Scotty,
wait.
What
that says to me as a fan is that our coach's agenda as to why we're out there playing every Sunday is different than mine. That's what it says to me.
Well, Scotty, Gesicki didn't drop a pass. Skyler literally did it 3 inches short, a foot and a half shorter. It was literally thrown to the ground. So if you want to call that him not catching a pass, then okay. But I can't remember Gesicki actually not catching. He caught the passes he got, except the one that was thrown at his feet. This man is 6'5".
And anybody worrying that he might have telegraphed a pass to the middle. Well, if that's the case, then that would have opened up Tyreek and Waddle.
Use what you got. This is what I said the last night. Use what you got. And
but whatever. Well, we're not allowed to say anything because we're not the coach, and we're just
no. I am allowed to say this. This is the Miss Phins show, and the Miss Phins show right now, hosted by me.
We don't get paid. We don't get paid to be your coach. We can't possibly know better.
My very great Wednesday night co-host, Mr. Culler Commentary, and special guest this morning, celebrating my 100th The Miss Phins Show celebration episode. Yay, everybody, yay.
I hope we can get all that. I just hope we can get all this energy out by Wednesday so we can turn it back on the Vikings.
I mean, the energy's got to be out. Look, gotta let it all go today, and then that's it. Tomorrow, I give my 5-week evaluation when I feel like it was I wanted to see the first 5 weeks was going to tell me pretty much the trajectory of what this team is doing. Guys, we were 1-3 at this point last year. Right? 1-4. 1-4 at this point last year, and we're 3-2. I'm going to bring all of that tomorrow. You know what I mean? And You know what? Out of my which Culler, you can attest because you saw it, my super realistic prediction for the Dolphins had us going 1-4.
Right.
This first 5 games. And the fact that we went 3-2, which is what after making my adjustments or whatever.
And look, it ain't over. The sky ain't falling. We can fix mistakes. We can fix what we got going on and move forward. As we just have to. If we don't, then we're not that team.
Listen, guys, I get it. Gesicki's going to be traded. Gesicki this, Gesicki that. Everybody knows I love Gesicki, blah, 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 blah. Forget it. He's in his team. Use him. I'm not understanding why
and again, they're not doing themselves any favors by making him look worthless.
It's not like he did good either. Because guess what? He had a couple of really good blocks, just so you guys know. But he had one major horrible block that led to the fumble. Hey, Gesicki, you don't get a pass either. What are you doing, sir? I mean, at the beginning of that play, he did all right. He just let the man get around him. It happens. Even the best tight ends let that happen. And he let it happen. And this man went right around him and caused a fumble. It is the first forced fumble lost for the Dolphins. And that goes on Gesicki. No, he doesn't even get a pass either. Everybody gets it. And this is what I mean.
You win as a team, you lose as a team. Exactly. And the fact of it is our entire team didn't show up to play yesterday.
No, absolutely not. And you know what? And this is why I say I'm like, everybody gets it. Whatever criticism
coach included. Everybody.
What it is.
The entire squad. The entire squad was less interested about being there than we were about watching it.
It's like they gave up the game before they even tried.
Again, whether they resign themselves to a loss, I don't know. Whatever they did, they didn't show up.
I can tell you exactly what it is.
We as fans cared more about that game yesterday than they did.
Can I tell you
and
what it is?
That's not a good thing.
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. And I had a feeling, I'm like, this is that. And I'm only saying trap game for this sense either. Dolphins, you shut yourself in the foot. Why? You overlooked the Jets. And I said this last week. Don't overlook the Jets. I've said it for weeks. Every time we talk about, oh, that's a win. And everybody that I ever talked to, oh, that's a win. I'm like, listen, we can beat the Jets. We know this. Don't overlook the Jets. They were not an easy win last year. So, and I said that. And guess what?
Yeah, for the team we had last year, they weren't an easy win.
No, but even for this team, because of them, not because of us, because of them. Don't overlook them.
I know, but again,
and the team overlooked the Jets.
Yeah, I was going to say, we as fans are allowed to overlook them.
Oh yeah, because we're fans. Dude.
They as players are not allowed to sell us out and make us look stupid.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not getting paid millions. If I was, I would not be here.
Exactly.
But, like,
I mean,
no, I'm not getting paid.
Hey, I can handle the egg on my face. You know, those are my boys. We'll come back strong against Minnesota. But let's face it, they embarrassed us yesterday. And we're still feeling that embarrassment. And it sucks.
Themselves. Guys, we got over 50 people in here and only 35 likes. Do me a favor. Let's hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. Let's go ahead and get it up to 50 likes. We got well over 50 people in here. We should be at 50 likes. So please help me out. Let's get a 50 likes. It is the 100th subscriber. Sorry, my bad.
I was just going to say credit to their fans, too, because they are sure acting like they've been there before, which is way more than I can say for Buffalo fans.
And you know what? Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. And listen, 40 burger is a 40 burger. Congratulations. Did you know they haven't done that in 63 games?
63 years. Yeah, 63 games.
63 games straight without getting a 40 burger. One of the most active streaks was. Which I was saying earlier, too. This was our Jags game. The Jags hadn't won a game in 20 games. Boom, they went to the Dolphins. Then the Vikings haven't done a 40 burger in 63 games. Boom, they do it to the Dolphins. Like, I'm telling you, this is literally shout out to the Jets fans. And shout out to the Jets fans. And you know what? Yep, I'm going to put it. El Capitan says 100%. I will say Jets fans are acting very classy. Bill fans are acting classless. And the Dolphins lost to the Jets. Insanity. Yeah, shout out. Hey, what's up, Luch? Shout out to the Jets fans. And I thought, being from New York, that they would be like, super obnoxious. Nope. The Bills fans are the ones that are being just not sane, in my opinion. But give it to them. They won fair and square. It is what it is. They won the game. At the end of the day, nothing else is going to show up except on that stat line, W or L. So, Jay, if you want your comment to be put, because I can see it, nobody else can, do me a favor. You got to change it, buddy, because remember, we got to keep it PG. It's Phins. You can say whatever you want somewhere else. Just please keep it PG. That's all I ask, okay? I am hiding your comment because I'm not posting that, buddy. Okay, other people do watch this show. Kids watch this show. And they watch the replay. So, yeah. Now, that second one, I'll allow because that's actually kind of funny. But, yeah, listen. The Jets won, man. The Jets won. They did what they went out there and did it. Saleh, I told you guys Saleh was a decent coach. We didn't perform. Oh, I hate saying that. You know why I don't like saying that, right? Exactly. I don't even have to say it. I feel like you already know why. But irregardless of that, Okay, so you give McDaniel D minus, and you said you give the Dolphins a C plus or B minus for the season so far.
Oh, the Dolphins for the
Yeah, the
season?
first 5 weeks.
Oh, I'd say above average, just above average to B.
So a B.
I think 3-2 would be literally a B, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or a C plus.
I would say yeah. Thank you, JM. Appreciate it. I know 100th episode, man. It's exciting, honestly. It really is exciting. But um, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so who would you say was your player of the game? Positive player of the game. And what drive would you say was your favorite drive in this game?
I would give the game ball. Well, you're supposed to have a victory to get a game ball, but
Mm,
if I'm up, player of the game for me is actually either Raheem Mostert or Skylar Thompson. I think for a seventh round rookie to come in and look as poised as he did, even though he did make mistakes, which are probably from nerves, he didn't show those nerves in the way he carried himself on the field, the way he operated the offense pre-snap. Granted, we had a lot of problems getting plays in, and that also is what suggests that we didn't have any practice with him throughout the week, because every single play came down to almost a delay of game. But at the same time, it didn't look to me like we had a quarterback that we couldn't win with. And that's a seventh
yeah,
round rookie who's never played one snap. Sure, other rookies who got their first snap had better performance, but most have had a lot worse than that. And given that there's nobody else to really give the game ball to, besides Raheem Mostert for his running, I would say it'd have to be Skylar Thompson.
okay. I would have to actually agree with you. Mostert, man. Mostert, I mean, over 100 yards running. Finally, we seen a running game. And you know what? I'm going to also slightly give this quarter of a game ball to the O-line, opening up lanes for the run game.
Oh, I
You
hope you
can't.
weren't going to. I was hoping you weren't going to say that.
No, 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 no. I gotta give it to them when it comes to the run game. They did, the O line did open up some lanes that Moster was able to
As
give.
far as our running
Yeah, run
offensive line,
offense,
yeah,
run
absolutely,
offense. I'm talking
absolutely.
about run
Yeah,
offense for
that
them.
outside zone started looking real
Yeah.
deadly.
Well, like they, they had to open it up for him, and he was able to cut in and get into those holes. So, yeah, I gotta give it to him when it came to the run offense. Shout out to the O line. You gotta give them props too for that. The rest was god awful, but the fact that we were again being the Transformers in that O line, they at least found something they were pretty decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which was the O line.
I'd like to also echo Capitan, since we're like, two parts of a bigger puzzle. Go ahead and echo him too, because I would agree there. If you go to the defensive side of the ball,
True,
cater to
Gator
who,
Cole.
man? Wow,
He continues to be.
he's
Exactly
coming
a cap.
through.
He's developing, guys, and I'm loving it. I'm
And
loving the fact
we'll
he's
give an
developing.
honorary Nerf ball to Noah for not losing us the game.
I'm so happy you said that.
There's a
Transformers.
couple spots where, by design he was caught out in no man's land between two receivers, but that was every
Yes.
bit as much the play calling of the offense as it was him being stuck, and he still
Yes.
made the tackles.
Exactly. So shout out to the Nerf ball. The Nerf ball goes to Noah.
The Nerf
And
ball.
guys,
Yeah.
people don't understand. Like, you realize that he's just as old as Kader Kohu, right? You guys realize that he was drafted at 19, or was it 19 or 20?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he should have been drafted this draft.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anybody that wants to say that Noah's a bust, he's just undeveloped young player. To me, he's still a rookie. I don't consider him a third year. No, he hasn't been a starter really.
And as
But come on,
Capitan
man.
says, remember everybody, 210 yards and 0 passing touchdowns for Zach Wilson. it wasn't as bad a debacle as people think. You know?
Especially in the defense. I mean,
and that's why the Jets aren't. That's why the Jets fans are acting classy because they know, they know they still got work to do.
Exactly. But you know what? They recognize it. They're not overbearing, but let them enjoy it, man. Just like I enjoyed every single one of our wins. Let them enjoy it too. You know what I mean? But they understand it's still a work in progress. You know what I mean? Like we understand, man. We beat the Bills. We beat the Ravens. We beat the Patriots. It's still a work in progress, but we still a win. You know what I mean? So, like at the end of the day,
I just really hope our coach. Look, I'm not. People had asked earlier what we think about who's going to go at the Vikings. Everything's dependent on concussion protocol for both quarterbacks right now. And it sounded to me in Mike McDaniel's presser last night that he's fully ready for the idea that they're going to get bad news from the NFL regarding that. In other words,
what?
Regarding whether either Teddy or Tua is going to be available to play Sunday.
Stop. Because now I know it's a fact that the NFL is going against the Dolphins.
Well, real
That's
quick.
Insane. You can't tell me this man cleared everything. No, Culler. You can't tell me he cleared everything. They did nothing wrong in the concussion protocol in the Bills and
he didn't say that was the word they were already. He didn't say that was the word they were already going to get. He was saying that what he said sounded like he doesn't know yet. And he's prepared. He's going to, in other words, if I were to add words to what he said, I'm calling up Reed Sinnett if I don't get news by the end of tomorrow. We want to, in other words, we ain't coming out like we did today. We're going to be prepared and we're going to make the decision early on.
And I'm dressing all four. It's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm dressing all four quarterbacks.
Or that whoever it's going to be, we're going to know by tomorrow and we're going to focus on him in practice is basically what the message to me was.
This is a hit job. This is a hit job. That's all it is. It's a hit job. It's a hit job by the NFL. And if they really
that's what I'm trying to say, Ms. Phins. I think that Mike McDaniel was suggesting that he's going to try to take it out of their hands and just decide on somebody and game plan with them all week. You know what I mean?
But this is
Which is probably what we needed to do, last week.
It's ridiculous. We already knew Tua was going to be out for this week. So, no, again, he wasn't prepared. But he prepared for one guy when that's why I said prepare both guys equally. And this is a problem. Where's that same energy? Listen, the same game. No, listen. I saw Josh Allen get sacked and hit. Do this on Sunday and stay in the same play and the same drive. Where's the concussion protocol, guys?
I'm not even concerned about their selective enforcement. That's a given. What I'm saying is that we don't know yet. Mike McDaniel didn't know as of his presser last night what information he was basically saying was they're waiting on information to make a decision as to what they need to do, and they need to be prepared to do it. And that means calling up Reed Sinnett. That's what that said to me. That they're not going to waste their time. They're not going to let the NFL sit here and hang this over our head until Wednesday, is what it said to me. Like,
you know what it is?
Information or not, we're going to have a quarterback ready to play Sunday.
Bro, look at me, Pam. 1,000%. Miss Phins, the NFL has egg all over its face. The NFL and that media lied to everyone. And now, since everyone has been cleared from any kind of wrongdoing, they can't stand it. 1,000%.
Do you think this is all like, I know that everybody thinks that everybody hates us, you know what I mean?
But it's true.
But I get that part of it, but do you think it's even further than that now? Like, Goodell is really, really upset with Stephen Ross, and he's just not going to let him have his cake?
Then ban him. If that's the case. If that's the case, why is the team getting all this when it should be him? If that he should have been banned the entire season then. and suspended the whole season if that was the case. You want to go all extra and over punish the Dolphins for everything? You see how every time we get punished, it's ridiculousness compared to other teams?
Right.
Ridiculousness compared to other teams.
Well, remember what El Capitan said in the offseason, how a lot of people were like, oh, Ross is going to check out because he knows he's losing the team. And Capitan said, no, actually, it's the other way around. He's going to want to go scorched earth and prove to everybody on the way out by spending a bunch of money on the way out and making sure we win a championship. That probably was an actual good point. And the NFL said, nah, we see what you're trying to do. You know
what? It goes to show that.
Well, our players and our coaching staff have to overcome that. That's all there is to it.
If we're the ones
putting up
that much of a threat to the NFL, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know, but if we're the ones putting up 40 burgers, then Goodell's plan can't work.
I mean, think about it. I think that's what it is. The NFL is really, really scared that we really do have the team to go all the way.
Yeah.
And they're trying.
And then how can they punish the owner of the Super Bowl champion?
They're trying so hard to do whatever they can to stop us.
The owner of the Super Bowl team is almost like a president. You notice how Robert Kraft got his entire record expunged about that investigation down in Jupiter?
It wasn't the only one, by the way.
You know,
people forget that it
wasn't just that he got acquitted or got absolved of any wrongdoing. They literally expunged his record in the state of Florida. It never happened. According to the state of Florida, Robert Kraft was never even in the building.
He wasn't even in the state.
Yeah, exactly. They destroyed every record of that investigation.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, look.
And I don't think you get that treatment if you're not. I don't think you get that treatment if you're not the one with 6 Super Bowl rings on your finger.
Yeah, you know what? It is what it is. And anybody that tells me that the Colts didn't suck for luck, or that the perennial Texans aren't, giving up games or tanking on purpose. Like, come on, guys. Or like the Bengals actually tanking for Burrow, because we all know that happened. Come on, guys, please. But then again, it's only the Dolphins. See, this is what I don't like. Teams or players or fans that want to pretend they're holier than thou. That's what I don't like. I can admit when we're wrong. You know what I mean? I can admit when we didn't do something right. My issue is when somebody wants to hold someone else accountable, when, hey, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And everybody's guilty in the NFL. So stop. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, and by the way, Scotty, just to clarify, he got the entire record of him being involved in the investigation was erased completely. And that I learned in a news article in the local news. It wasn't even NFL news. It was like, oh, by the way, that Patriots coach that was down here and having problems, he got his whole record expunged. That was the local news just saying, oh, by the way, to us. A lot of people, that's why a lot of people didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
That was like live on, that was like, in the news today, in South Florida news that nobody cares about. Robert Kraft got his whole record expunged by the state of Florida for that even being involved with that investigation.
Canes, watch your statement, sir. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Look, obviously the Dolphins are a threat to the NFL, and I'm loving it. I'm here for every little bit of it. I'm here for every little bit. Why? Because it's just to show you have to be that good of a team to be that much of a threat to the NFL. That's all I'm saying. These are way too many beautiful colors. I mean,
it makes me wonder sometimes if every team that's won the Super Bowl in the last 20 years has got to go through this, and we just didn't know it because we weren't fans of their team.
I don't know.
You know, we're all just nobody hates you, Kansas City. You're full of it.
Well, nah, it
Nah,
is what
that's
it
right.
is.
Exactly. I don't remember that. Exactly. That's because it didn't happen. Nobody else gets treated like this.
No, not one
And
other
I'm
team.
not one to complain. I know.
Not one other team
I'm
gets
just like
treated like that.
we gotta overcome that. Like I said, if you're the one putting up 40 and 50 burgers, they can't. The league can't do that nonsense to you.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. We got over 50 people here. Let's hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button for me. But honestly, Color, this game, it's interesting. Is what I gotta say. This game was interesting. I'm gonna give y'all my quarterly, I guess, evaluation of the team after 5 weeks because I knew this was gonna be the really big test, and it was. It was a really big test. And guess what? Out of four really hard games, if we're being honest, we won three of them. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm. We have a lot to hang our hat on for the first
exactly,
5 games of this season.
it's not
It's just
that
that the
bad.
last two have been losses, and really they shouldn't have been.
They shouldn't have been. Which goes to show that this team has what it takes. We even have the backups for what it takes. We
The
do
only
have the
problem with
depth.
that, Miss Phins, is that can easily just never get fixed. And that
That
could
is
be the
true.
story the whole season if we let it. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. Now, I personally think that this game, guess what? There is no excuses. Next man up and the next man up didn't show up. And with 10 days, he didn't do he you know what it is, McDaniel, he did exactly what a rookie head coach would do. Prep for one player and not prep the other.
I
That's
saw a
how it
lot
is.
of things that every one of our coaches for the last four regimes have done in their first year. And
Yeah.
that's, and
So I don't. That's why I don't give him 100% of the blame. But I gotta give most of it to him because he's the head
well,
coach.
Crypto would say,
75%, I know.
Crypto would say all of those coaches had to like completely start from scratch.
Ooh, crypto, you're 1,000%. Now I gotta give even more blame to McDaniel with that statement because if you think about it, he was gifted a defense, he was gifted special teams, and he only had to work on the offense. And yeah, you're right, Crypto. He didn't have to start from scratch. And on top of two, he may be a rookie head coach, but he's not a rookie coach, period. He's still got 15 plus years in the NFL experience. So, I mean, yeah, he still gotta get it because let's be real. It's not divisional games are always harder. Of course, Alamin. But I'm glad that even so, we still went 2-1 in the division. You know what I mean? And if I had to lose any game to a division rival, I'm glad it's the Jets. That's all I gotta say. If this is going to be our one divisional game that we lose this whole season, I'll take it. I'll take it. I will gladly take it.
In
Why?
New York, in New York.
Sure, I'll take. Hey, man. Hey, it was a loss, and I'm glad for this loss.
Hey, and
Yep.
let's not forget, we got to look at, there are things that weren't said yesterday, even about that Jason Sanders kick, that we would have said years ago. People forget it was in New York. That stadium is known for being tough to kick in with swirling winds. Okay.
Yeah, it's the way it was designed. But hey, it is what
I'm
it
not
is.
I'm not trying to excuse it. What I'm saying is, like, when you're talking about a long field goal at that stadium, nobody's ever been in the history of the NFL, nobody has ever been lost their job for missing a kick in that stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not even down on him. It happens. Even the best. Even Justin Tucker has lost games. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm not. It is what it is.
Well, I
In
guess what I was
opportune.
meaning to say was, just like you said, if I had to have Sanders fail again anywhere, I'd rather it be that stadium, because at least, for all we know, we weren't there. For all we know, the winds were swirling. You
Yeah.
know?
And if I had to lose, if this is gonna be our one divisional loss, I'm glad it's this one.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this. I wanted that Bills win and I wanted that Patriots win and I got both of them. I got both of them, people. That's why I was like, you know what? It's a bummer. Nobody wants to lose. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of good things to see from this game, and we just have to scrapulate it. And a bunch of the great content creators are gonna break it down, guys. So go check everybody else out.
Yep.
Because
the Bills are going to get theirs. The Patriots
yeah,
are going to have their day. The Jets are going to have their day.
they're
We
gonna
had
lose
ours
the division
yesterday.
too.
We had ours yesterday. And it really, the winner of this division is going to be the team who responds the best to that day. So let's get the Vikings. That's all we can do now.
We gotta get the Vikings overcome, and this is gonna be a fun game, and it's in person too. I'm gonna be there. Fan club weekend, by the way, I said it. Saturday night, guys, around 7 or 8. It's gonna be on Bo Campers in Fort Lauderdale, guys. You have to be there. 400 or 500 people. It's amazing. Okay, that's all I gotta say. If you've never been to fan club weekend, you gotta show up because that one's awesome. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. As far as this game, what I would say, because it is, that's why it's Motivation Monday. But as far as this game, I mean, I have to rate this game as being one of our worst games. Lack of preparation, with more time. That's why it makes it even worse. So I'd say this is probably like a C minus for me. C minus. Yeah. Solid C minus.
Look, a divisional game like that, they usually play out exactly how that happened. Even game, and then the team that either can't execute or makes mistakes, that team, the floodgates open and it looks a lot more horrible than it really was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which again, we didn't execute.
They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter.
I know, 2-0. So that's congratulations, Jets. Way to pile on, do your thing. I mean, they did it. You know what I mean? And
the reason it looks so bad for us is because none of us could fathom that we were still that type of team. Well, we are, apparently. So we know that going forward, and we set the right expectations now.
Yeah. Hey, okay, we were.
I am now worried about the Vikings. I am now worried about the Vikings.
That's hilarious.
You broke me, New York. You broke me.
You broke me, New York.
Nah, I ain't afraid of nobody. I ain't worried about nothing. We're putting up our first 60 burger in however many years. I don't think this organization has ever had a 60 burger.
I don't think so either, but that would be a statement. I think that would be a statement. This is a tough team we're gonna go against. They are.
Nah, you pressure Kirk Cousins, which is the key to life, right?
Yes.
Pressure.
Which I don't understand. Why did you see the Bengals game last night? I barely saw it because I was in and out doing other stuff. But how come the Ravens were able to get to him and we couldn't even give him a traffic ticket? Like, it was just bad, and we got a lot of cleaning up to do.
And there you go. You know what? You bring up a good point. That should show you the parity in the NFL. Okay, the Ravens look like a team that beat the Super Bowl runner-ups yesterday, and that's what they did. We lost to that same team. Yet the Ravens could only put up 19 points on that team. Okay, fine. We put up 17. But the Bengals could only put up 17 on the Ravens. We put up 42. We lost to the Bills. We beat the Bills. The Bills beat the Ravens. Scored a lot less points than they did. You know, like, it's all parity. It's all about who overcomes what happened yesterday better. That's the team.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But honestly, at the end of the day, this was a loss, Avi, and we just gotta move forward, learn from it, grow. Congratulations, Skylar, on making it to the NFL, and not getting your first start. Obviously, practically did, but I mean, one play away from getting his first start, if we're being honest. But Congratulations on playing your first game in the
Yeah,
NFL.
Skylar gets the slow clap for yesterday. Like, you know what I mean? Like with the tongue in the cheek. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, now do it better, bro.
Which you really
Good job, but do it better, bro.
exactly. You really think that they're gonna keep Tua out? Man, I'd be throwing fits. I'd be so pissed if they tell him he can't play. You can't clear the man for 4 weeks straight and then say he can't play. Like, that's ridiculous. I'd be suing the crap out of the NFLPA, whatever.
But again, we don't know how much of this is Tua's decision either. I mean, Mike McDaniel has to wait for him to come to him and say, hey. Now, maybe he already has. I don't know, but.
It's Tua. He's a competitor. I don't see how he doesn't play. I don't see how he's not like, coach, put me in. I don't see it. That I will give the kid. I don't see him never not wanting to play.
No, I meant like maybe his doctors are saying, hold up. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's getting cleared by everybody. They already said there was nothing wrong with the protocol in the Bills games or the
right. But now that he's already out, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, he could have passed already. Remember, he had multiple injuries. His doctor may not be clearing him to play for other reasons or even for that reason. Yes, again, and this is where the nuance that just keeps getting missed. A player is ready to play before they are necessarily ready to take another blow to the head. So, in other words, you can play 10 minutes after you suffer a concussion. You are perfectly fine. You're not losing any visual acuity. That's what the tests are designed to tell, because they cannot put a player back in who is not coherent enough to play. Once they determine that they are coherent enough to play, they don't care. It's the player's decision whether to take a second knock on the head. And so that's the part they just changed. They have now taken that decision out of the player's hands.
That's ridiculous.
They're saying, like they did to Teddy yesterday, we don't care if you're coherent. You grabbed your liver and you took a blow to the head, so you're coming out of the game for the rest of the day.
He grabs his liver, and that means concussion?
Well, like I said, I'm just using an example, but he got up and looked hurt, and he took a blow to the head. If he'd have sprung right back up, because he wasn't clearing any cobwebs or anything like that. He was hurt, like his ribs or his elbow or something.
If that's the case, then Herbert should have never gone back to that game that we all saw.
Of course.
Got hit by his ribs.
How about Braxton Berrios on the touchdown yesterday?
Exactly.
Take a blow to the back of the head, gets up, and you don't even have a guy coming down from the sideline taking him off.
Yeah, exactly.
He waits there for a minute.
I'm glad you said that.
He goes back to the sideline, and Saleh looks at him, and they nod at each other like, you good? Yeah, I'm good. And what he was saying there was, do you have a concussion? And Berrios says, no, I don't. That's basically what he was saying there. Why? Because he decided he didn't now that he cleared his head? He clearly took a blow to the back of the head when he dove for the pylon. He sat there, kneeled down, couldn't even gather his thoughts.
Where are the spotters is what I'm looking for.
Exactly. But the game was over by then. The game was over by then. So they know they would have just taken him out anyway. It's not about the game.
It's about player safety, Culler. It's about player safety. Braxton Berrios should not be allowed to play next game. Because clearly he didn't clear concussion protocol.
Well, now that I've said, we know Goodell watches our shows. So now that I've said something, maybe they'll look into that and look at the tape.
You really think they watch our shows?
I think they follow Capitan and I around the whole internet, to be honest with you.
I can't wait till I get up there.
So you might have Florio listening to you today.
Nice.
Now we'll know if Florio brings up Braxton Berrios.
It's over, and they just need to shout me out so that way I can get more subscribers.
And yes, Mark, you are overstating what I just said. It was the end of the game. He probably wasn't going to come back into the game, even by design. You know what I mean? So that's probably why nobody bothered to do anything about it. Like they know, they'll just not put him back in the game,
Look at what Daddy Dean just wrote. Spotters are bookies.
Right. I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Yo. Oh, snap. You know how much money they made in that game? Because everybody had Teddy going off. Literally everybody. And then by taking him out, this is good. That's suspect. It's real.
That's the thing, though. If they clear him to play, let's say in 2 days, right? Just for example, I know we don't have a game in 2 days, but I'm saying, let's say they cleared him to play in 2 days. Well, the reason they kept him out the whole game is because the doctors have said, like the concussion experts have said, when you get a concussion, you've got actual damage that needs to be repaired. So they're like, okay, we're not risking it. Pull them out the whole game if they take a knock to the head and they look injured, right? The problem is they clear him 2 days later, but the damage that was caused takes 3 weeks from that concussion to heal. So they're still not ready to take a blow to the head, even if they are ready to play the game.
Then Josh Allen should not be playing for the next 3 weeks.
Well, but again, that's not what it's about, Ms. Phins.
No, because it's about player safety,
right?
Culler.
And everybody's
telling me it's about player safety.
And they know that
Josh Allen should not play in the next 3 weeks.
And because of the fact that we know very little about how the brain works, they're using those loopholes and people's lack of education in the subject to worm around these loopholes to pick and choose which players they want to play when they want to play them. That's what's going on. People can, ignore it all they want. And we don't have a quarterback because of it.
Spotters are bookies. That's it.
And think about this.
Bring the mafia in.
And think about this.
Bring the mafia in, it's over. Now that the mafia's in the NFL, this will never be the same type of
right.
thing.
And how many days of practice do we waste this week waiting to decide whether Tua is going to be available when if McDaniel takes it out of his hands and just decides on a quarterback today? My point is that let's say he gets word Wednesday that Tua is okay to play. Do you think Tua is going to be ready for a game plan and all that for the Vikings?
He was cleared for Saturday.
Right, but so are they is he in the building? I know he's walking around the building. I know he's like watching practice and all that, but what I'm saying is, again, you're going to run into the same situation where you have an ill-prepared quarterback because practice because of the distractions, whatever it might be. And so Mike McDaniel might want to think about, look, forget what the fans think, forget what everybody thinks. I'm not getting caught with my pants down again. It's Monday. I'm going to decide on a quarterback today, and we're going to work with him all week.
You know what? He should decide. He should decide today. But Culler, if I'm going to give you the hat today, you're going to be McDaniel. Shout out, by the way, to my second team. Yes, people, the Giants are 4-1, baby. Let's go. I have to say it because I don't care what anybody says. Because I'm a Dolphins fan, that's my team. Both of my teams should have been 4-1, but whatever. I'm going to give you the hat today. You are, because I got to go soon, but you are right now Mike Mac commentary. You like that? You're Mike Mac commentary. What do you do? Who do you prepare?
To be honest with you,
be honest.
And I don't know this current situation yet, if it's been updated about Teddy. But I say, after what you saw yesterday, knowing that you can spend a full week with the guy, you go with Skyler right now. Tua has nothing to prove against the Vikings to anybody. Nothing. He doesn't need to prove that he's a warrior. He doesn't need to prove that he can beat them. It's not a division game. Just go with what you know with right now. And, we're going to know by the end of this week, we're going to be able to clearly know before Monday morning whether Tua is going to be available to play for the Steelers. So,
no, there's no way Tua is already ready and cleared for this game coming up.
Right. And so that respect, if that's already off the table, then the question is Teddy ready? Well, if we're not going to find out till
No,
tomorrow, make the
Teddy won't be
decision
ready.
today and just go with Skyler.
You should
That's
just
what I would do.
assume, especially with this NFL. And the only rule that clearly only applies to the Dolphins, it doesn't apply to any other team or player. It only applies to the Dolphins. Apparently, this is a Miami Dolphins concussion protocol. That's what it is. It's not even a conference game exactly, Daddy Dean. This is going to be look, and I said it. I'm like, I see the latest Tua coming in against Pittsburgh, but Tua should be the only one playing on Sunday. Period. Period. Tua should be the only one playing on Sunday. That's it. It is what it is. He's QB1. He should be playing on Sunday. We should assume they're not going to let Teddy play, even though clearly it was just an elbow and at most a rib injury. But they're not going to let him play because I don't know how an elbow injury becomes all of a sudden a head injury. So now a player can't get injured because even if they get injured in their leg, concussion protocol. What are you talking about? Really? Sorry, my bad. Color. That only applies to the Dolphins, so never mind. Look, it's gonna be Tua QB1, Skyler QB2 in my opinion, because I don't see any other one. And then Recentnet, I would suit him up just in case. To me, all 4 quarterbacks should be suited up at this point.
4, huh? Wow.
Yes, all 4. Teddy ain't playing, so he's out. So 3. My bad. All 3 quarterbacks. We're acting like the Jets didn't go through this last year, and they had literally Mike White. After they had Johnson, they had Wilson, Joe, whatever, Flacco. They had Johnson and then Mike White. They're 4-stringer. So please, no. I'm telling you right now, Dolphins. It should only be Tua playing. Period. And Tua knows it too. If Tua's out for any more than just 1 week, he's losing. He's not going to be the quarterback of this team, and he knows it. He can't afford to miss another week if he wants to still be. Now, it could be Tua not wanting to play. That's okay too. We don't know this. He could be not wanting to play. Could be for personal reasons. It could be for injury reasons. It could be for whatever. Fine. You want to give him extra time just to be extra about it? Fine. Tua won't play versus the Vikings. He better be playing for that 50th anniversary game, which is why I think they're doing it that way. And in that case, then Skyler's QB1, Recentnet is QB2, period. And let's ride. Dolphins country. Let's. I can't even. I can't even with this league, man. I'm telling you, this league just doesn't like the Dolphins. It's because they're mad. The league is mad. They can't get anybody to be watch the Eagles get every call for them because they want them to be undefeated, and watch them lose to like the worst team ever. That would happen. That would happen to the Eagles. So yeah, listen. At the end of the day, Dolphins will be all right. Yeah, beer guy. The Dolphins got to do what the Dolphins got to do. If Tua is not gonna even though he's already cleared, past everything, and the concussion protocols were already met, I'm not understanding why we can't have new people. Like, I'm not understanding this. Like, I'm not understanding why he's not playing. That's what I'm saying. Eagles losing to Cowboys at home next week. Ooh, that would be crazy, beer guy. That would be crazy. No way. You don't think Cooper Rush?
I think the Eagles are the real deal, to be honest with you.
No, I mean, they're awesome. I'm
loving 5-0 now. They're 5-0.
I'm loving it. They're gonna lose though. Look, they may be the best in well, they're not maybe. They are the best team in the NFC right now. Because we all know Packers don't have anything. They got Lizard playing for them. So, like, no, they don't. Packers, they're one quarterback away from being the Houston Texans. Let's put it that way. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm telling you, something about Cooper Rush. They really have the Cowboys really have a quarterback controversy. We don't have one. We know this is Tua's team till week 18. That's it. Till week 18. So, yeah. I mean, what if Cooper Rush wins this game, beats the Eagles, and Dak comes back? They start Dak, and Dak loses? You know they're going to be clamoring for Cooper Rush. You know they are. And you already know Cooper Rush has the best resume right now for himself. He right now is putting on a show. So if Cooper Rush wants to start, a lot of teams are going to be calling for Cooper. You'll see. You will see, but it's going to be fun. We'll talk about it tonight. We'll talk about it Wednesday night when we do our League-wide Wednesday. Anyways, Color. But give me your last take because I got to get out of here, man. I'm still working, woman. Talk to me. What do you think as far as overall? I know you said D+ for the team.
Well,
or D- for the team, you said.
Look,
and for Skyler, you said it was B-.
I don't remember.
Me neither. I know you get the team a D. I know
that's
that
what it would be. I guess I'd give him. Maybe I'd give him a C+.
C+. Okay, that's fine.
But but on his spectrum, being a rookie and whatever else, and
7th rounder,
that would translate to like a B for a regular quarterback.
Not bad. Okay.
But
okay.
Look, I mean, we're gonna, we gotta compartmentalize the loss. We gotta do what we need to do to move forward and win. Everybody loses. Everybody has those days. Let's just not make them more.
Exactly.
That's all we can do.
Okay. Well, Color, thank you again for coming through. I really do appreciate it as always, being so awesome. Now I gotta add you to the to my thingy here, but
we got a wheel.
no. Well, of course, Color come. Yeah, because I have you on what do you call it? I'm gonna have to put you Color C because it looks like it's over 100 characters. You know how this is a whole 100 character situation. But anywho, look, at the end of the day, Dolphins, we lost. It is what it is. Anybody that wants to make an excuse, guys, stop making excuses. We lost, irregardless of whatever happened. Dolphins lost that game. So, I mean, there's nothing else we can do about that. We lost. That's pretty much it. But Color, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it
thank
as
you,
always.
Phins.
You are the best. And if people don't know this already, then that's too bad. But you can catch Color right here as my co-host each and every Wednesday night on Let's Talk Football League-wide Wednesdays over here. Color, and Miss Phins. Color, thank you for joining me again for my 100th episode celebration.
Thank you for having me, and congrats on doing that. There's going to be 100 more easily.
Absolutely. We got 4 new subscribers today, so
nice.
Very excited. We're at 593, guys. We're 7 subscribers away from 600. Let's go, because we got to give this 1,000 subscriber giveaway already. But thank you for joining me, Color, for the Dolphins Jets Week 5 post-game recap. And you have yourself a wonderful,
thank you, ma'am. You too.
Wonderful rest of the day. See ya. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Phins. Oh, man. We're having nothing but much fun. Honestly, what can I say? 100 episodes, guys. Yay. Oh, this is so exciting. Listen, y'all are the best. You know this. this. I know this. We know this. And Miss Phins wouldn't be here without you guys, the fan. This is why you see the special coloring around. It's all about the Dolphins, baby. Dolphins all the way. Miss Phins, I just want to say thank you to everybody. You guys are awesome and always supporting, and this is exactly what we need. If you guys want to continue to see great stuff all the time, guys, that's what we're here for. You guys honestly are the best. So thank you for joining Miss Phins in our 100th episode celebration. Continue to hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you, Luch. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dave, Father. Thank you, guys. Really do appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the best. You guys make it happen and make the show what it needs to be. There's nothing else that I can say other than I'm so happy to be here with you guys, and having you guys honestly just help us out, just help us out. But thank you. You guys are the best. And I don't know. Look, if you don't like the Dolphins, I can't tell you what to do. All I can say is Dolphins are the best. Y'all should know this already. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again. And as always, this is Miss Phins. I am Miss Phins. If you haven't done so already, guys, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Let everybody else know that we are here, guys. I'm just so blessed to have y'all here, honestly. I'm just so blessed. Absolutely blessed to have all of you guys here. So thank you again. Thank you for joining Miss Phins. And you guys, just keep having fun. Enjoy yourself. It's okay. We're perfectly fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay? We got this. So don't you dare worry about it. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. But you guys are the best, and that's what I'm here for. Thank you again for an amazing 100th episode. Y'all are the greatest, and that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm gonna leave here because I don't know what else to say except y'all are awesome. Okay? So thank you. And this is Miss Phins signing out. Take care and see you later. Bye-bye.